Hello, and this is Notary Life with Kimmi. Well, hey guys, today we are talking about, do I really need an LLC to start my notary business? And the flat out answer is no, you do not. So let's start by saying I am not an attorney, I am not an accountant. However, I do have a lot of experience in this area. So I will always push back and advise you to check your state laws to confirm, but it's not needed. So let's talk about it, okay? So first of all, what is an LLC? An LLC is basically just the way you structure your company. Are you going to be the only owner of it? Do you share responsibilities with someone? Is someone else part owner of your company? Who makes the decisions in the company? So that's what the LLC does. It also may serve as a protection for you to separate your personal life from your business life, the simplest way I can explain it. But is all of that really needed for you to start going out stamping papers and identifying people? No, it's not. So let's talk about that part. A lot of reasons notaries say, well, I need my LLC because it makes me look better. People will want to do business with me. I will get direct work. Is all of that true? No. All they want you to do is be a good notary. That means you know how to ID people, you know how to prevent fraud, you know how to look at the documents, how to explain certain documents if you're going to be in the loan signing part of this business. But it's not required to have LLC behind your business name. I find a lot of times people will say, I got to get my LLC, I got to get my LLC. And it's really just a way of stalling them starting the business. People sometimes are looking for a reason not to start the business. So the reason why it's not necessary initially is because you don't even know if you're going to be doing this business a year from now, 6 months from now. You might get out there and realize, you know what? I don't like being a notary. Now you've invested hundreds of dollars starting a business account, hundreds of dollars of filing your paperwork for LLC, because it's not free. It's not free. It's hundreds of dollars depending on what state you are in. So do you need it to get started? You do not. Quit stalling on starting your notary business. Now, eventually, will you want to get you an LLC or determine what type of business structure you will have for your notary business? Yes, and that's just part of being a good owner of any company. But you got to think about it. Most entrepreneurs, if you take the person that cuts the grass, who does hair, a lot of times they're not even sure if that's what they really want to do. So don't just go out and start spending a lot of money. That stops people from starting their notary business. There's no reason for you not to start today. What you need to get started today is your National Notary Association. You can go through there. You can go through your state government for your state just to become a regular notary. I'm not talking about loan signing at this point. You need some basic supplies. And I would highly recommend getting errors and omission insurance before you start actually stamping papers. But the most important thing for you to know at this point is you do not need an LLC. You just need to get out there and execute and start running your business. See if it's something you actually want to do long term. I would say about 4 months. That's how long it took me to decide to go ahead and do my LLC. You may also need some licensing in your state if you're going to have any type of business. So you need your LLC for your structure of your business, who's in charge of the daily affairs, and then the license will say, yes, per this county, I am able to operate as a notary. So was it necessary for the county that I'm in? It was not. However, I like all of my ducks in a row. I like all of my I's dotted and my T's crossed. So I also have a business license in my county that says, yes, they recognize None Better Mobile Notary Services as a business in the county. So eventually you will want to get an LLC, you will want to get you a business license, and you want everything the way it's supposed to be when you're running a business. However, just to get started, you need to be a good notary. That's what you need to get started, is just be a good notary. And what does that look like? Do you know the difference between an acknowledgement? Do you know the difference between a jurat? How to administer an oath? Do you know what to write in your journal? If these are things that you need further assistance with, I am part of the Notary Educators also, as you all know. So I do training. Just look me up on notaryeducators.com. It would be my pleasure, as well as my team, Angela and Alexis, and we'd be more than happy to help you to be a good notary. So first of all, be a good notary. And then, as I always say, then you can add your LLC. Then get your business checking account. Then get your license for your state. And then. Rome was not built in a day. But the point of this video is execute. Get started. And you do not need an LLC. You need to be a good notary. Now, let's talk about it. Do I like the fact that I have LLC behind my business name? I sure do. And it makes me feel proud to be the owner and operator of None Better Mobile Notary Services, LLC. I highly recommend, like I stated before, once you get everything together, yes, get your LLC. Will it give you a little bit more credibility in the business? I think it might. I really do. Is it necessary, as I stated before? No, it's not. But I think it does look good when you can put LLC behind your the name of your business. Just think about it. A doctor doesn't go to school for 8 years and doesn't want to put that PhD behind his name, right? So that's important to him. He could just be like, yeah, I went to medical school, or yeah, I have a business. But when you put those letters behind your name, yes, it does add a little street cred to it. But again, it's not necessary to get started. And that's what I really want you guys to do. Please start your business today. Don't have regrets and say, oh, I wish I had did it, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just get started. Well, this is Notary Life with Kimmi.